Hi, welcome to PowerPoint 101, where I'm going to teach you the basics of creating a PowerPoint presentation. The way this will work is I'm going to show you first how to do something on PowerPoint, and then you're going to click pause and go do whatever it is I just showed you on your own computer. Then after you're done with it, you're going to come back, press play, and watch for the next step. If at any time if something isn't working for you, then rewatch that section of the video to see how I did it and try it again. All right. So first step is we need to open PowerPoint. You're going to go down to the bottom corner where you see the little white flag or the white bar, and you're going to type in the word PowerPoint. I just type in PO and it automatically shows me PowerPoint. So click that open. And then there you go. Once you have PowerPoint open, you are ready to do the next step. So pause me till you get it open. First, I'm going to show you how you insert a slide. So right now, we just have what would be our title. We put our title here on the front, and then we need to go to another slide to give the information. So you can click right here. If you're on the home button, the home tab, you click new slide. And then it gives you all these options. You can have the title slide. It'll look just like the one that's already there. Just the title. You can have it blank. I'm just going to put in a blank one right now. So now I've got the title and a blank one. And so each time I put in a new one, there'll be another one there. Another option, if I click on the one I like and I press Control C, that copies it. Control V pastes it. And then I can paste several slides. So go ahead and pause me and add in 3 more slides so you have 4, just like I do. All right, now that you've done that, which you should have if you didn't, pause and do it for real. Because you're going to have to do this on your own. You make a PowerPoint and you won't know how to do it if you don't practice now. So now that we've done that, go ahead and click back up to the first one. And you're going to click where it says click to add a title. And if you want to just right now type your name. And then where it says click to add subtitle, you can type whatever you want. Most awesome teacher ever. You can put whatever you want there. But go ahead and put something so you have it like your name and then like a description, an adjective or something right there, because we're going to kind of play with the fonts. So type that, pause, and do that. Okay, so now that you have some words on there, we're going to kind of play around with the templates so we can make this look fancy. So at the top, see how there's different tabs? Home, insert, design. Design is where we want to go now. So if you click on the design tab, just watch, don't do it yet. I'm showing you first, then you can pause to do it. So if you click on the design tab, you can see all of these designs that are already done for you. And if you click it, it'll change your presentation to look like that format. Notice it changed all of mine. The next slides now have a little purple rectangle at the top. And there's a bunch to choose from. Some will keep the other ones empty. Some will fill in like, see that did a border on all of them. And there's more. There's a little drop down, a click here where I can click through and find all kinds of different backgrounds. So what I want you to do, just a second, you're going to pause. You're going to look through the different backgrounds, find one that you really like and select that, and then come back and unpause. I did forget to mention that once you find one you like I think this one's pretty cool, but I don't love the colors. You can go to the other side over here where it says variants, and it has the same design with different colors. Sometimes there's more here that you can scroll through. Sometimes there's not. So if you like the design that you have, but you want it in a different color, see if there's other options that you can click through on the side there. So like, oh, here's a purple one. I love purple, so I'll stick with something like that. Okay. So next thing, if I pick this purple one, but I don't like how my name is in white, the next thing we're going to do is practice changing fonts. Remember, watch first, and you can do it when we pause. So I want to change the way Kimberly Yankee looks. So I'm going to go back to the Home tab, and I'm going to click on Kimberly Yankee, all right? And right here are the different fonts. So if I click on this, it's Century Gothic right now. I can change it. Well, wait a second. Why did it just do Kimberly, not Kimberly Yankee? because my cursor was on that word and not this word. So I need to make sure that I highlight it so it's all changing. So you can change it, click through to whichever one. There's a bunch of options, and I have some different options than you because I've downloaded some fonts. But go through and pick which one that you like. And then, ooh, I think that's pretty, but it's too small. So maybe I'll click on this and I'll make it bigger. Notice I only did one. Oop, that's because I didn't highlight. So let's go ahead and make it, that's pretty, I like that. All right, now maybe you don't like the color. So I just showed you if you click on it and highlight it, you can change the font here, the size here, the color would be right here where you see this little red band of color. So you can click on it and change it. Now purple blends in too much, so that won't work. Pink maybe, but you can go through and change it to whatever color you like, okay? So what I want you to do when you pause it is go back to your name on the first slide, highlight it, change the font, the size, and the color to something that you really like. All right, pause. Okay, next up, let's go to a different slide. So I'm going to click on slide number 2, which is completely blank, and I need to put some stuff on it. So as you can see, I added a blank slide. There's nothing here. Let's figure out how to put words on there. Words we would call text. So if you go to the Insert tab, there's all these different ones at the top. Insert means put something in. So we're going to insert a text box. If I click text box, then I can put one on there. So I just clicked right there and I added one. So now I'm going to type, I have taught 3rd grade. I'll just put I teach 3rd grade, doesn't matter. I teach 3rd grade. All right, now, again, if you like that, if that looks good, leave it how it is. If you need it bigger or a different color or a different font, you know what to do. So I want you to pause and go put in a text box on slide 2. All right, now that you have a text box in, let's practice rearranging it. So I made it bigger, I made it a different font, but I don't like how grade is underneath teach. So one thing you can do is make the text box bigger or smaller. If you click on it, these little dots, this one will make it drag out so that it's longer, or you can make it go in so it's shorter. And then these ones, the sideways ones, will make it so that you can make the whole box like to stretch out. So it's bigger and longer, fatter and longer. All right, now let's say I don't like where it is. Let's say I want this at the very bottom. All you have to do is click on it, and then you want it to have, see how it has the little 4, looks like perpendicular lines. When you get those perpendicular lines at the arrows, that means you can drag it. So right now I can't drag it. Now I can because it's a perpendicular lines. So I can drag it and put it wherever I want on the screen. So right now I want you to practice resizing your box and moving your box. Pause it. We're going to practice 2 more things for today. Although there are a lot more tools on PowerPoint, we're going to start small. This is just PowerPoint 101. We're going to practice how to add in a shape, and then I'll show you how to add in a picture. So for shapes, we're going to go to the top insert bar and find shapes, click on it, and now there's a drop down of all different types of shapes you can put in. I've got rectangles, circles, or ovals. There's stars. You could go down farther, and there's like a no smoking sign. There's arrows. So pick whatever one you want. I like the lightning bolt. And then you're just going to click, and look, I'm dragging it to make it look however I want, and I can turn it around. I'm going to put it going down like this, and then you can drag it, move it around. You can change the color. Here are some options already for me that I could just click on. Or, and look, some of them are patterns. Or if I'd rather, I can do the shape fill and pick whatever color I do want for it. Okay. Or the shape outline. All right, so go ahead and insert any shape you want. All right, and the last thing I want to show you is how to put a picture in. Now, if you took a picture like of yourself or you have a picture that's already like saved on your computer, you would go to pictures. You're in the insert tab, insert picture, and you would find that picture on your, oh, here's my puppy, on your computer, and you would add it in. Of course, that one didn't want to work for me. But though it's going to be easier for you, since I know sometimes student computers can't always save pictures, is you're going to go to online pictures. Click on that, and then where it says Bing image search, you're going to search Bing. I want like a third grade, like something that says third grade. So I'm going to type third grade and enter. And now it's showing me all these different, now that's somebody's third grade class. I don't need that because that's not me. So some of these won't work. And if it's not what you had in mind, maybe you need to type something more specific. But I was happy with this first one. This says welcome to third grade. So I'm going to click on it, insert. And there it is. And same as before, I can drag it, put in a different spot. I can do the little side arrow thing and make it bigger. Now, if you're going to make a picture bigger, you want to do that side arrow. Because if I use this, look what happens. It stretches it out and it can make the letters look kind of funny. And so if you do make a mistake like that, I don't like that, I'm going to press the little back arrow 2 times to get rid of that. So drag and drop on that little corner or stretch it on that corner. So your last assignment for right now is to go find a picture by going to insert, online picture, and put something in there. All right, and then pause it. All right, that is all for PowerPoint 101. Now, a huge thing that you will need to do in PowerPoint when you do one for real, that's not just for playing, is save it. Today we are not going to save it since it was just kind of playing around. But when you do save it, you would press the little save button up in the corner. And then I'll show you how to save it from there. We would save it into a folder or onto your desktop, okay? So I hope you had fun learning a little bit how to use PowerPoint. And I will see you next time when we really make a PowerPoint.